Mic test, mic test, mic test.
Okay, so
Michael.
he's bumping here.
Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. Wait a minute, it's Monday. Well, we lost Monday last week. It's Monday now. It's going to be 95 degrees. What happened to that hurricane? I mean, I understand the devastation in the Bahamas, but I mean, what happened? I mean, just saying. Hey, good morning. What a beautiful weekend. Yesterday, went out, country drive, nice country drive, everything. Beautiful afternoon. Sit on the porch. What a beautiful weekend. 75 degrees in LJ this morning. There are all the ways you can contact the show, our social media, and our phone number. So let's get started. My God, wow. All right, guys, driving this ship, whenever you could try to attempt to put that ticker in to run around the bottom. This week, one of the biggest changes we're making, every day we make changes here at fyntv.com, but we have DJ is working on a daily live news ticker for North Georgia and all around the area, so he's working on that. He's going to be putting that in place. You'll see that come up, so that's something we're doing this week. The media, the hashtag deep state corporate corrupt media, could they hate this country any more than they do? They tried to create a recession 2 weeks ago. The Fed chair said he didn't see a recession. I mean, they're not happy about a low African American. Whoa! That shot my nerves. They're working on things in there. Just go ahead. Have at it, guys. Do what you got to do. So they're not happy about African American black unemployment being the lowest in history. They're not happy that the gap between white unemployment and black unemployment has shrunk. They're not happy about a damn thing. All right, so let's get this party started here. Now, we've got a little bit going on. I want to do a couple highlights of what we're going to do this morning before we get into it. Don't forget a lot of high school football this past Friday night. It's tough being a Tennessee fan. I understand. I think the best game I watched all weekend long was the LSU Texas. I love that one Saturday night, LSU Texas. So on and so on and so on. Now, it's tough being a Tennessee fan. So we will get to the Taliban. Did the CIA create the Taliban? Just wondering. Did they do that? So we'll get to the Taliban. We'll get to the meeting that almost happened, that didn't happen, that Trump canceled before it happened. We'll get to it. We'll get to all the outrage. We'll get to every single thing out there this morning. Even the fact that our U.S. service members, our Air Force is enjoying a major discount at a Trump hotel. And now we need an investigation. We'll get to all that. We'll get to Congress is back in town. But first, give me number 58. So I don't want to get stuck on this, all right? Number 58 here. So this kid supposedly got bullied. We got number 58. Taking a little drink here. I'm waiting for number 58. I can't hear you. There it is. Hey, Lonnie, can you get a minute? Can we get them sized? We're doing, all right, Lonnie's giving me all kinds of hand signals over there. I'm a little nervous of what hand signal I'm about. Go back to 58. Who the hell told you to move around? Don't jump around yet. All right, UT makes bullied boys t-shirt design official logo. So supposedly, I think this is in Florida, school says portion of proceeds will go to anti-bullying foundation. What the hell? How bad can it be to be a UT fan that you've got to write UT on your shirt and find an orange shirt, pin it? They had supposedly college day, you know, your favorite college team day at the school. So this young guy, he didn't have he likes University of Tennessee, so maybe mom and dad didn't rush out to find him something. Maybe he's in Florida and can't find it. He goes and he scribbles a UT on there. And he pins it on his shirt, and he goes to school, and the kids picked on him about his UT shirt. University of Tennessee homemade shirt there. So Tennessee can't sell the stuff. They can't sell it, number 59, all right? Number 59, Tennessee can't sell the stuff. Number 59, Tennessee can't sell. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. My bad. Is that what they say? UT makes bullied boys t-shirt design official logo. They found out this kid was bullied for not having a UT. They had surplus. They can't give this stuff away. Can't give it away. So they mailed this kid all kinds of Tennessee orange stuff. They can't give this stuff away. I mean, they got it at like 90% discount. And then so UT number 60, this will be the last one. On this one, UT number 60 there, okay? The bullied boy, they took his t-shirt, right? And they made an official University of Tennessee. They actually translated what the kid put on his shirt to a Tennessee shirt. They're hoping that will do something. I mean, Tennessee's looking for anything to happen to help out, right? To try to. So I just wanted to do that and get it out of the way. I know you don't want to hear it, but tough being a Tennessee fan. It really is. What is it? Knock, knock. Who's there? Right, Lonnie? Owen? Right? 0-2? I mean, you know, if you're looking around social media, you know, everything on UT. And then, have you seen on social media, Lonnie, like the 1980s couch that said the UGA fans, this is the official couch of the UGA National Championship. It's a real popular model popular sofa at that time. Have you seen that one? Ever seen that one? Okay. All right, so folks, big news, breaking news, number 3. Number 3, breaking news. Mark Sanford is going to run against Donald Trump. Breaking news. All right. I like the ticker on the bottom, guys. I know you're trying to get some things happening there, but I like that running. That will run every morning on this show for the 2 hours on this show. That ticker across the bottom, so we can get highlights to you on different stories going across FetcherNews.com. So Mark Sanford there, all right, he's going to run. Former congressman from South Carolina, he's going to run against Donald Trump. And Chris Wallace made sure, number 5, Chris Wallace made sure, is Sanford's challenge to Trump personal? Okay, so he was on Chris Wallace Sunday morning, made his announcement there. He was going to make a big announcement in South Carolina, but the hurricane was coming through, and so he's going to challenge Trump. They felt like it deserved enough time to challenge the president. And then we have a debate coming this weekend. And let's see, the top 3, number 10, ABC this weekend, number 10 there. Democrat primary among leading Democrats there, number 10. 27%, 27% for Joe Biden, 19% for Sanders, and 17% for Elizabeth Warren there, Democrat primary. We've got a debate this weekend with those 3, and Elizabeth Warren is getting bigger crowds than Biden. We've got that this week. Let's see what else. Let's see. Now we have the Taliban. Okay. Number 33. Number 33, Trump cancels secret meeting with Taliban at Camp David. All right. Trump can't. We're going to talk about it. Now, I have an interesting thing here. There's Mike Pence, Nikki Haley, the mustache, Bolton, and former CIA Director Mike Pompeo. Now, what I find very interesting is we're going to talk about this because I would like to know. You send me a message, I would like to know. Did we create the Taliban, the CIA? Did we create what we're trying to end? We'll talk about that a little later this morning. Let me get to hang tight here. Let me see this. I want to get this one up here. I think I have it. Now, here's the headlines. I want to give me number 15. We're going to talk about this today, too. We're going to grab our break. Number 15. Foreign aid for Bahamas could spark a new China threat. Okay? While the media is going nuts over Congress returning and the possibility of impeachment hearings because of hush money, while Congress is returning and they're going to talk about the hush money possible and Trump, the emoluments clause. They want a conviction on President Trump over the emoluments clause like you would not believe. Okay, we'll talk about that. All of the crazy things on the news, this is not on the news. Foreign aid for the Bahamas could spark a new China threat. First of all, the death toll is what, up to 44 in the Bahamas? So let's just say this. Let's get in there, okay? I know you're going to yell at me about, well, wait a minute, you didn't say this on Puerto Rico. I did say this. Let's get in there Let's get the people out of there. Let's get the people out. All right. Let's do what we can to help the families that have lost loved ones in the Bahamas. And let's do what we can to get the Bahamas rebuilt so China does not. You do not want China 90 miles. Remember the Cuban Missile Crisis, okay? We do not want China 90 miles off of our shore, okay, or 110, with communication, with everything there. We'll go into it later. But no, we don't talk about that, all right? And let me go with this because nothing on the news this morning, okay? Job growth is obviously disappointing. We'll talk about that. Let's go to number 16. Number 16, if you can get that one. Economy added disappointing 130,000 jobs in August. Disappointing, okay? Giving Fed another reason to cut rates. So in the USA Today. Never a positive word. They hate this country, okay? Now let's go to number 17, okay? And I forget where I clipped this from, so that's not my brightest moment. Oh, CNBC. There it is, CNBC right there. Job growth falls short of expectation as August payroll rise just 130,000. Falls short of our expectations. Okay. Here's another real negative one. We'll get into this a little later also. Number 18. Trump claims he should take credit for black job gains. Here are the facts. And a little bottom there. President Donald Trump is exaggerating his role in bringing economic gains to black Americans. The facts are what they are, regardless of who's in the Oval Office. But he's taking credit for, here's the facts. Nothing positive. Now, let's go to what really happened in the job numbers. We're going to do this again really quick in a little segment that we can put up in there, DJ. Let's go to 19, and then we're going to take a brief break. The unemployment rate among black Americans hit a record low in August, closing in on the gap in employment rates between white and black Americans. Okay. Now, I took this, I should have got it, I clipped this out of the U.S. Labor and Statistics or whatever. I clipped this paragraph out of there. Closing the gap. Okay? Not one of the other headlines, or if you look at unemployment claims, they stayed at 3.7%. I told you a week ago they're going to tick up. The Bureau of Labor and Statistics released their August report Friday, which showed the economy gained 130,000 jobs in August, with an overall unemployment rate holding steady at 3.7. The report also showed that black unemployment fell to 5.5, which is the lowest rate since the Labor Department started tracking the numbers in the 1970s. The unemployment rate among white Americans in August was 3.4, which makes a 2% unemployment gap between the two groups, the lowest on record. Now let me go back just 1 minute there, number 18. Got it? Trump claims he should take credit for black American gains. Here are the facts. He exaggerates it. Let's take a little break here. We'll come back. We got a lot of stuff to work on as soon as we return.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
The summer truck event is here at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. So come get a payload of savings on Georgia's favorite trucks, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,000 off Colorado crew cabs. Every Chevy truck and SUV is discounted for this special event. Don't miss out. The summer truck event at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Show everybody how they can get in touch with us. And let's get the ball rolling here. Okay, so show everybody how they can contact the show there. There you go. Where's the bottom part? Did you take it apart? All right. So, anyhow, I don't know what they did over there in the control room. They took the bottom part apart, and I don't know exactly what happened over there. So, you can contact us at 706-889-9700 or email us at chief@fetchernews.com. So, I know they're working on getting the ticker to work, the scroller across the bottom, so that may be part of what they're doing there. So, are we going to get that rolling? Okay, because there you go. There you go. There you go. I like that. I like that. That is what we're working on this morning, getting that to work properly throughout the show. And I don't know. I watch other networks. Is that the same speed? Don't get that wrong, guys. I don't want to highlight. Okay, I'm good with that. Because in my house, I'm not the one that reads the ticker. I actually have somebody read the ticker for me in my house for the bottom news. I like the old days of going and looking at the pictures. So let's start a new recording right here. Let's clip this and start a new recording. Okay? Because this is a special segment I want to do. And let me know. Okay. All right. So, folks, let's stay in the state of Georgia for just a minute. All right? And you know, I'm always suspicious. Now, if you want national news, give me just a minute. But I'm always suspicious of things, all right? So, the governor, Brian Kemp, when he was campaigning, okay, right here in this studio, promised a spending gap. I have never asked, okay? You can go to any interview I have done with a Georgia State politician, okay? Now, generally in this area, I do interviews with the Georgia House Speaker, David Ralston, the state senator, our state senator in this area, where we're in Gilmer County, Steve Gooch, and several interviews with candidate Brian Kemp, now governor. And you always find I ask about the budget, okay? So we'll make this short and brief, but I ask about the budget. So I have always been told, and I don't want to quote this, but that the budget all through Nathan Deal, former Governor Nathan Deal's administration, grew like $5.5 billion. I think we're at a 27 in Georgia, $27.5 billion. So in the onset, every time you would ask about the state budget, we were getting back, according to politicians, and you should stay tuned here if you're not from Georgia to see what's happening maybe in your state, okay? So we were being told all along that the budget was going up to parallel the growth and services needed to be provided for Georgians and the new guys coming to town. We bragged about thousands and thousands of jobs created and those new houses and all the tax revenue we were bringing in on the new cars we were selling, all the above. But we were being told every year when I asked the question, hey, the budget is growing at the pace of Georgia to provide those much needed services for the growth. That's one. Two, we've always been told, or we were told for years, and this is one, we are just now getting back to the spending levels. Just now getting back to the spending levels, okay, from the recession. So, hang tight just a minute. I thought I sent you a couple pictures, and maybe I did not. Maybe I got into this story and I never followed it up with any pics. So let me get through it here. I should have sent you some pictures. My mistake. So anyhow, candidate, and I will move this along and I'll get where I'm going. Candidate Brian Kemp went out and made teachers, Republican governor candidate, a promise of, what was it, $5,000 or something, pay raise, teachers, okay? which then turned into superintendents and administrative, and everybody got a little piece of my tax dollar and yours, right? Everybody got a little more tax money from you and I. But he made was it a $5,000? I don't know, per teacher. Well, this year, part of the growth of the budget was a $3,000 per teacher pay increase, right? Okay. Now, let's back up. So here's where you decide if this is something being played out, or it is what you see right in front of you. They have been trying for years, lobbyists, to work on a deal for gambling in Georgia. Period. I went into one state senator's office. I sat down next to a guy, and I said, "Who are you?" He said he's a lobbyist. Didn't quite go this way. And I said, "Yeah, I know who you are." And I gave him his name, caught him off guard, and he was in there to talk about gambling. We'll just leave the general statement. So, Georgia has been preparing itself for gambling for years. Horse races, online sports betting, casinos, you name it. Now, Nathan Deal said he would never be okay with gambling. Did he leave the groundwork for Governor Brian Kemp? Because let me tell you something, okay? All due respect to Zell Miller, lottery, which I don't agree with the lottery, but I want you to know I'm not out here knocking you today if you're scratching off a ticket, all right? That's your dollar, that's your scratch, that's your get off however you want. It's not me, all right? But I will tell you, the lottery is funded by the lowest economic scale of the ladder in Georgia, no matter how mad that makes you. And we sit, right, and we brag about the Georgia Hope Scholarship, right? No problem. We brag about the Georgia Hope Scholarship, all right? And what we do is while we're bragging about that, it's funded by what else? The lottery, right? So, here we go. Finally. You're going to say, damn, you're finally getting to it. So, the governor, Brian Kemp, has asked, okay, so this goes back, let's go, hold on here, AJC. Okay, governor wants Georgia agencies, the agencies, all right, to cut their budget by 4%, okay, this year, and 6% in the 2021 budget, which is next July 1st. So Governor Brian Kemp has called the state agencies, okay, not constitutional officers, the agencies, telling them he wants a 4% cut on their budget this year and 6% in fiscal 2021. All right, now that goes back, and you're going to say, well, you're just now bringing this story? No. August 13th, right? So what happens? Governor comes out, says, I want these cuts. Well, money, much like up in Washington, goes through appropriations. And the budget goes through the State House Appropriations Committee. That's the way it works. Got your Senate, got your State House. State House creates the budget, the Appropriations Committee. So Georgia House Speaker David Ralston started work immediately on state budget after the governor ordered cuts. He comes out and ordered cuts. House Speaker David Ralston of Blue Ridge on Tuesday, this was a couple weeks back, okay, on Tuesday announced that his chamber's Appropriations Committee will hold rare fall hearings on the state budget ahead of the 2020 legislative session. He did so about a week after Governor Brian Kemp's administration called for these cuts. Now, I'm going somewhere with this, okay? So he knows that the governor is calling for these cuts, looking for cuts in an already, this is Ralston's comments, looking for cuts in already lean state budget will not be easy task and will require some difficult decisions regarding service delivery at personnel levels in each state agency. Service deliveries, always love it. I know that our Appropriations Committee members will work closely with their counterparts in the Senate, state agency heads. Now, Ralston put out a statement that they're going to work close with the Senate, their counterparts, state Senate, and the state agencies heads, the governor's office of planning and budget, and the governor's staff to ensure thorough, thoughtful discussion of the challenges and opportunities ahead. So that's what Ralston also announced, and this is not in quotations, this is from the AJC. Ralston also announced a special committee on economic growth to look at possible regulatory changes needed to attract new businesses to the state. That could include, this is not a quote, this is AJC, that could include things like casino gambling, sports betting, or horse racing, among other potential businesses. Okay? Now this story came out, this is James Salazar, okay, I think that's his name, and Salazar of the AJC, August 13th. Now where I'm going with this, and I've got an end all here, hold on, I got it right here. Let's go to this one. Now, you heard what Ralston offered, the state heads, but then Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, came back and said Kemp wants Georgia agency heads to skip the budget hearings. Ralston invited, skip them. Skip the hearings. Just interesting. Now, this is September 3rd, and the reason I'm bringing this up, Georgia legislative leaders scheduled meetings later this month to hear how state agencies, okay, later this month, September, okay, that's where we're bringing this together. Georgia legislative leaders schedule meetings later this month to hear how state agencies plan to respond to Governor Brian Kemp's call to cut their budgets, but they may spend that time talking to each other. Legislative plans are to send out letters to state agency directors asking them to copy House and Senate leaders on their proposal to deal with the cuts, okay, next year. House Appropriations Chairman Terry England of Auburn said he hopes to invite department heads to attend the 26th and 27th hearings to discuss what the proposal. But Kemp's administration, I'll get it here, but Kemp's administration will tell agencies to ignore those requests, saying it wants to consider the proposals like it would any other budget planning without legislative interference. So, Terry England, House Appropriations, head of House Appropriations, where the budget gets created, invited the department heads to the 26th and 27th meeting in September. Kemp's administration will tell, and this is from the AJC, agencies to ignore that request. So, this week, I think you will hear news this week concerning Speaker David Ralston, Georgia House Speaker David Ralston, and Governor Brian Kemp concerning these cuts concerning the Appropriations Committee, concerning the state of Georgia allocates their budget and their funds through House Appropriations, that the governor's saying, don't go to these meetings. Will you bring us your 4% and 6% cuts? We'll work on it from here. On the governor's side of budget and planning, which they have a whole committee on budgeting and planning in the governor's office. Now, what if, so I'm going to give you the what if, and we're going to get away from this. What if all of a sudden the state of Georgia finds revenue? Don't you love when they find revenue? They find it laying around. They're sweeping the halls and say, look, what if they find revenue through gambling and casinos and horse betting? And, what if they say this year we're going to start with online and next year casino and next year we're going to do some testing? What if? Now, let me say this. We're going to go to break. We're going to have to hurry to break. When I say break, we're going to have to hurry because I don't want to get in trouble because they're going to come after me. How about all of those hotels and fancy modern apartments that's high-rise? I call them high-rise. The people from Blue Ridge call them high-rise. What about all those hotel and fancy high-rise apartments in Blue Ridge and those fancy hotels going in that look like nothing of yesteryear Blue Ridge? Maybe a casino in Blue Ridge? Maybe. And then you will be able to say, you're walking around, you're saying, why are they building all these high-rise hotels? Why are they raising taxes in Blue Ridge? Why are they building, these immaculate apartments in Blue Ridge that who's going to live in those? Well, maybe we would like to stop, or the state of Georgia and Blue Ridge would like to stop you going out 60 to the casino in Murphy, North Carolina. Just saying. Just saying, I know nothing. I'm just saying, damn, all those new buildings going up in Blue Ridge that have nothing to do with the decor? What would you call it if it doesn't fit? Could somebody know? Now, I know the smart guy in there. I know who he is. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about the other guy. But what would you call it if it doesn't fit in? What would you say? What would you call that? It just doesn't fit into the what? Well, nobody's going to help me. What the hell with that? It just don't fit in. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things don't belong. All these high-rise buildings in Blue Ridge, maybe a casino. I don't know. You need to pay attention this week, okay? So if you're okay with gambling, and then they are going to say, what are they going to say? Why our gambling revenue will benefit education. Oh my God, what a damn society we have come to where we praise gambling and addiction to offset cost in this massive, deep state, corrupt education system throughout this country. I better take a break. I'm already in trouble. Take us a little break. We'll be right back.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and Ellijay, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
The summer truck event is here at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. So come get a payload of savings on Georgia's favorite trucks, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs, or more than $6,000 off Colorado crew cabs. Every Chevy truck and SUV is discounted for this special event. Don't miss out. The summer truck event at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Go? I mean, folks, I got to go. All right, I'll go if you tell me to. The studio, the room just said go. There you go, and that's how you get in touch with the show right there. And we're doing something new this morning. We're running a news ticker. So there's all the ways to get in touch with the show. And we have a news ticker underneath there. So when they take that off, you'll be able to see it. There we go. I like that, guys. Now, does it go all the way through and start all over each time, or is that what it does? It loops? Okay. All right. So working on that, getting some new things happening so you can try to keep up. Now, I don't know you, but at home, somebody has to read the news ticker to me because I can only keep up, like with magazines at the doctor's office, the pictures. I look at the pictures. So just how white can one guy be? Now, let's have a little fun, okay? Just how white. Now, I've got a video over there, so let me know when you're ready with the video. We're going to play maybe about 2 minutes and just get the video ready. There's only one. And I think this is called the Breakfast Club, okay? Now, last week we talked about Joe and Minka and the media, the deep state, hashtag deep state, corporate corrupt media, okay, trying to get Buttigieg, okay, Peter Pan Buttigieg, and his wife Tinkerbell, which is a teacher, okay, try to get him in some black vote. Can you get a brother some vote, okay? And then also trying to normalize his gay, normalize his gay lifestyle in church, okay? Even going as far as the Bible says it's not life until you breathe. I'm not getting into there. But those are two things. So this is the Breakfast Club, all right? And the Breakfast Club, I think, is the same place Carmel, I call her Carmel, Harris, went and was smoking joints, talking about smoking joints with Snoop Dogg and listening to Tupac during her college days. And this is also the Breakfast Club where they were kind of yucking it up. And here, who told these people, who called and said, I get on this show? Now, Buttigieg has $24 million with only like 3.5–4% polling. Let's play this video for just a couple minutes, make sure I can hear it, and come back when I tell you just how white can a guy be.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee. DJ Envy is still on his college tour with his daughter, showing her schools all around the country. We have a special guest in the building. He's running for president in 2020, Pete Buttigieg. Did I land the name correctly?
You got it.
Hey,
you nailed it.
All right.
We had to phonetically spell that out.
Back home, they mostly just call me Mayor Pete.
Mayor Pete.
Yeah.
Mayor Pete Buttigieg. Good to meet you, man.
Same here. Thanks for having me.
I think I read something that said you said your name helped you when you were
Yeah,
younger?
kind of. So, where I'm from, there's a lot of East European immigrants.
Mm-hmm.
We're a very diverse city, and part of how the city kind of grew 100 years ago was Polish and Czech and Belgian immigrants. So when you have a name that nobody knows how to say, they assume if they're Polish, they think it's Polish.
Mm-hmm.
If they're Czech, they think it's Czech. So maybe it helped me a little bit.
And you're a mayor.
That's right. I'm the mayor of South Bend, Indiana. So,
and you're pretty young still.
Yeah, I was 29 when I became mayor, 37.
Wow.
Are you like the youngest mayor?
I'm up there. For a while, I was the youngest mayor for a city with more than 100,000 people. But
Okay.
that's one of those things you only stand to lose over time.
How does a young man handle all that power at 29 years old?
Well, you make sure you're a good listener and you try to make good decisions. And, the thing is, I think anytime you arrive in any office, if you have a plan and you have a vision of where things need to go, but you're also willing to take advice and you're willing to take input in the community, then you learn how to make good decisions. It's a decision-making job. It's an executive job. It's everything from economic development to public safety, police, and fire. You don't come in on day one being an expert on all of those things. But you surround yourself with people who can give you good advice, and then you're always, always out in the community listening to what people have to say. We go into neighborhood centers, we go into the churches, even just on Twitter and stuff. You learn what's going on, and if you make a decision that didn't work out, you learn that pretty quick.
Absolutely.
And you get smarter.
How much can you listen to social media, though? Because, sometimes social media is just haters, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of negativity, but you also learn a lot. And what I've found is that if you engage people, like if you actually take them seriously, assuming it's a real person in good faith, and if somebody's mad about potholes in the street, then they should be mad, right? And I should respond to them, be like, yeah, I get it. This street's pretty bad. Here's what we're doing about it. Here's how you can help. We need to get more road funding. There's a bill coming up in the state capitol. Or, anything that empowers people who are upset by letting them know, one, that you can hear them, two, that you're doing something about it, and three, that they can help. I actually think engagement on social media can help with that. But when it's just hate, that's when you just got to tune it out.
So, Mayor Pete, let's talk about your background and what brings you here today, because you've known from a young age that you wanted to be a public servant.
Yeah, so I grew up in, South Bend's one of these cities where they tell you as you grow up that success means getting out. And so that's what I did. I went away to school. I got into Harvard, studied there, got a Rhodes Scholarship to study overseas. I went and did that. But the further away I got from home, the more I began to realize that I actually really cared about my city. It was a low-income city. We're on the map because of Notre Dame. People know that Notre Dame's in South Bend. They
Fighting
watch
Irish.
the football game. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what people think of when they think of our city. But what they don't realize is that our city's story, like a lot of places in the Midwest, is also about the economic destruction that happened when the auto factories left. So factories left. So factories left. So factories left. So factories left.
Okay. Just how white is this guy? I mean, that is got to be, and they are doing everything they can. Who wrote the questions for this guy, right? And just how white is this guy? I don't think I have ever, it's been a very, very long time since a white guy. I mean, that guy, do you realize when he left that studio, those two were sitting there saying, damn, that's the whitest guy I've ever seen. There's no, I don't know, you'd have to tell me. That guy is so white. Do you think he convinced or he increased his polling numbers among the black population of the voters? Let's go to number, I think it's number 22. Okay? Now, number 22, all right? These are the 2020 Democrat nominees' early voting states. Now, according to polling numbers, number 22, according to polling numbers, I gotta have the actual poll, or it's irrelevant what I'm about to share with the audience. So there it is. Okay, number 22. Thanks. Number 22 there, 2020 Democrat nominee, early voting states, CBS News, YouGov. Okay? Elizabeth Warren, 26%, Biden, 25%, Bernie Sanders, 19%. Now watch, he doesn't get out. Now Harris has got to do something Thursday night or she's done. But Buttigieg hits 6%. Francis is at 4%. Now, this is the early voting states. Okay? And it looks like Warren is taking the lead there. Now, let's go to the ABC Washington Post right before. Let's go to number 21. Okay? Number 21 there. Joe Biden's at 27%. He's dropped 2%. Sanders 19%. Warren 17%. Now, this is a national 2020 Democrat nominee, Washington Post ABC poll. And look, Buttigieg drops to 4%. But nobody can figure out exactly why he has $23 or $24 million. I told you why. I told you exactly why. I've told you on this show several times. So he's doing everything to say, hey, please don't consider me that white. And on the Breakfast Club, they're trying to figure out, really? So I've got one here. I want to do something here before I get to my next story I want to talk about. We are going to talk about the Taliban. So we're going to talk about the possible recession. And I had it here just a minute ago. I really thought I had this here. Hold on a second. Let's just go ahead and go with CNN. Go with CNN number 50. Let's go through the polling data here that they are pushing. Biden holds comfortable lead in ABC Washington Post poll. Okay, let's go to number 49. There you go. CNN at 4 a.m. this morning pushing that at 4 a.m. Now, I have told you about this guy for how long. I know I have it here somewhere. I know I have it here somewhere. I know I do, Josh. I mean, DJ, I know I've got it here somewhere. Number 24, New York Times, Elizabeth Warren stands out at New Hampshire Democrat Party convention. Okay. Number 23, Kamala Harris apologizes for appearing to laugh at an anti-disability slur. If that was a Republican, it would never go away that fast. Okay? I know I've got it here somewhere. I know I do. I guess I didn't send it to you. But
which one?
I didn't send it to you.
Oh, okay.
But Tom Steyer, folks.
Hey, man, we can't help you out if you don't help us out.
I didn't send it to you. That's what I'm looking for. I did not send it to you. But Tom Steyer, folks, okay, the impeach the president guy, he has made the next debate. Don't you find that interesting? The next debate, October. The September ABC debate, Steyer didn't make it. October, the impeached Trump, he has made it in October. When did he make it? Just in time to do what? Okay? To stand on the stage, and Congress is back. So let's throw this in the mix before we go to our next subject. Number 48, CNN, Congress is back. House panel to advance impeachment probe. Key steps broaden investigation as Congress returns from recess. Broaden the investigation. Okay? We're going to go into some of the investigation they're going to do. Hold on just a second. We're going to do Taliban. Let me do this. Hang tight. I had it here somewhere on the impeachment. Number 70. Now, I like to show you all the bylines. Sorry about that. Number 70, House panel advance impeachment. Christine Roman, number 69. I'd just like to show this because CNN just enjoys. And see, that's at 1:04 a.m. Pacific time. That's 4 a.m. in the morning. They start with this. They just enjoy getting to report that. Okay. See if I can get to one more. Oh, here it is. I lost it. Go back. Number 52. I knew I sent it. Number 52. There he is, Tom Steyer. Biden holds comfortable lead. But there's Tom Steyer. He has made it for the October debate. Look him up. Impeach Trump. Tom Steyer. Half Jewish guy. Okay. Number 51. There's the bullfrog Jerry Nadler. At least 134 Dems support impeachment inquiry. Chairman Nadler wants vote by the end of the year on whether to impeach. Well, that's interesting. I'm just telling you, because I'm just saying, watch things, keep an eye on things. Let's go back to 52. Now, this is the guy that's been driving the impeach train, Tom Steyer, right? Number 52. So he is now a presidential candidate. While others are talking about the top three, okay? Biden, Sanders, and Elizabeth Warren, okay? This guy, he's a billionaire, half Jewish fella. He's made it on the stage for the October. Things get a little more interesting. October debate. Now, if you go to, all right, he doesn't talk about quitting. Go to number 51. Nadler wants vote by end of year on whether to impeach. Let me go. I may already have done this one. 48. House panel to advance impeachment probe. And I think that's all I have right now. So, I want to take a short break, but before I do, number 41. Look, it's Scott Wong. I'm sorry. I've been waiting all day to call him Scott, to say Scott Wong. Like, I don't know, is that Wong? Was that bad? Was that bad? Should I have not done that? Every morning on MSNBC, they bring somebody in to validate their opinions on what they're doing. And this morning it was Scott Wong of The Hill, senior staff writer. Every morning they do. We're going to take a brief break. We're going to come back, talk about the Taliban. We're going to talk about the Air Force. We've got a couple other things we want to do. And before we close the show, I got to be out at 9:50 because it's time for instant replay at 10:10 every Monday morning. Take us a break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
The summer truck event is here at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. So come get a payload of savings on Georgia's favorite trucks, like over $11,000 off new Silverado crew cabs or more than $6,000 off Colorado crew cabs. Every Chevy truck and SUV is discounted for this special event. Don't miss out. The summer truck event at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where new Chevy trucks always cost less.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Hey folks, I'm your host BKP. Good morning from the office. We're North Georgia's only live online morning show. Tell everybody, there you go, how we can get in touch with the show. And this is our first day running a live news ticker on here, and I really enjoy it. We will change that daily, and we'll change that daily with updated information, tell you how to go and check all this information out that we put up. 2 days from being 9/11. So, run a little news. High of 90, low of 61. Blue Ridge, sunny, high of 92. And we got to be careful here in the North Georgia mountains, guys, because it's going to really get hot out there. So, all right, a couple things I want to go over before we leave. First of all, I said this before we started the show. That we were going to get back to it. Well, I just lost the damn thing. All right. Wait a minute. All right. I want to say this one more time. Okay. Wait a minute, I got it. All right, so every day we're listening to these stories about the, I don't know where those three came from. Did you just checking, or did I say a number? We just checking? So you want to scare the damn audience and put up Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, and Warren?
Well, we already got you on the screen too, boss. So, I mean, we're already scaring people.
Okay. Don't do any screen checks with those three. If you're going to, I need a warning. All right, so let's go to number, and I want to do this because, you know, we listen to the. All right, is everybody listening to you tell me that? They are? So you're telling everybody in the World Wide Web. Are you? Okay, just talking to me. Give me number... Got here somewhere, guys, and 15. I just want to go with this. I lost track of my numbers. Give me number 15, and then we're going to close this subject out. I just want to stress, go do your research. Foreign aid for Bahamas could spark a new China threat, okay? So, as Bahamas turn to recovery, U.S. worries about China stepping in to help, okay? President Trump has promised to help the Bahamas recover from Hurricane Dorian, which the media will go crazy over, the devastating storm that has decimated parts of the island nation. The United States is not only concerned about the Bahamian people, but also the national security implication if China steps in to help fill the country's vast needs, according to a current and former U.S. officials. Now, here's all I'm going to say. We'll get away from this. They will not shut up with tariffs. They know, when I say no, hashtag deep state corporate corrupt media, they know we got a problem with China. They know the American people are behind the President of the United States. They know we have to put pressure on China. They know China has been stealing our intellectual property for God knows how long. All the above. The list is so long. The American people know that, okay? Now, what the American people need to study, and I say this the way I'm sorry about the way I put it, you need to study China and their help in Africa and Asia, particularly Africa. Schools, electric grid, communication systems. Oh yeah, water. People like water. You need to go see what China has done in Africa. Now, you don't want China 110 miles off the coast and have the Bahamians all excited about the Chi-Coms. You don't want it. Now, the media is going to go crazy because they're going to tell you, why, if Donald Trump would have just cared 1/10 about Puerto Rico, okay, the corrupt Puerto Rico, right, before and then instead of the Bahamas. So let's go. This is what they're running on the news, okay? Number 55. Okay, not anything telling you the truth of what's happening. Trade between China and U.S. Here's the export numbers and the import numbers. Cost of U.S.-China trade. New report finds average family will pay over $2,000 a year. And here's the other one, number 56. Here's a nice little graphic, scary graphic they put up for you there. Cost of U.S.-China trade war, average American family $2,031 a year. National Foundation for American Policy. Okay? Well, nothing about China and Bahamas. No, 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 no. Number 57. Search and recovery team in Bahamas. Monumental challenge finding and identifying storm victims. They'll show you that. All right? So that's one thing I wanted to get to. Second, where's the recession? These people, they will talk about Trump. They will talk about Trump sending out a tweet and crashing the market, bringing the market back up, saying something that he shouldn't say. They will do that even this weekend, okay, number 7, all right? Altered states, meet the press, number 7 there. Chuck Todd, meet the press. Hurricane Dorian forecast, altered states. And they did a whole segment on Meet the Press. Can we trust the president? Can we trust a single damn word out of his mouth? Can we? All right? We got to get to the Taliban, so I've got to get to it in just a minute. Right? I don't know. Can we trust anything out of the media? Here is, okay, we talked about the job numbers. I'm going to get to these, all right? Job growth, number 6, okay? Last 3 months, average has been 156. Average for the end of the recession, 190,000. Washington Post, number 8. Can we trust anything the president says? Meet the press. In 928 days, President Trump has made 12,019 false and misleading claims. How many has the press made overall? Okay. Hold on a minute. 16. Economy added disappointing 130,000 jobs in August, giving Fed another reason to cut rates. 17, we went over this earlier. I just want to put it all together. Job growth falls short of expectations as August payrolls raise just 130,000. Now we go to Black America, where the white Buttigieg was on the Breakfast Club. I wonder why the Breakfast Club, let's go to number 18. I wonder why the Breakfast Club with the white guy, Pete Buttigieg, I wonder why they didn't do a segment on this. Trump claims he should take credit for black job gains. Here are the facts. CBS News. Okay, this is President Donald Trump is exaggerating his role in bringing economic gains to black Americans. Nothing positive. But we read this earlier. We're going to throw it in the mix again. Number 19. Okay. Earlier you were not able to see this. The unemployment rate among black Americans hit a record low in August, closing in on the gap of unemployment rate between white and black Americans. White Americans in August, 3.4, 2% unemployment gap, the two groups. Why only saying 130,000 falls short. No emphasis on unemployment did not tick up. Now, I made a prediction it will get one tick. When they can get a report that says 3.8% unemployment, you wait and see what the hell happens. If they wake up one morning and that says, the job report, 3.8, oh my God, wait till you see what happens there. Okay? And that being said, the Bureau of Labor and Standards Statistics released the August Friday report, which shows the economy grew 130,000 jobs in August, 3.7, 5.5 unemployment, black unemployment fell. Nothing there. Media didn't talk about it at all this morning, okay? Hang tight. We're going to get a couple more things here. Now, this one, MSNBC put this up. Number 28. Now, look, at all. Fed is not at all expecting a recession, saying economy continues to perform well. And that is the Fed chair, what's his name? I forget his name anyhow. Powell, right? Jerome Powell. Right. If you would have, and I find this interesting, if you would have been watching this story on MSNBC about 5:30 this morning, this graphic was up while MSNBC was trying to explain the negative job report and the recession fears. At the same time, this was up. It was like, are you serious? Do you realize what this says? Saying economy continues to perform well. Interesting. Okay? So, don't think, let's see what else I have here. Got to make sure. All right, let's go with the end of that subject quickly. Fox News, MSNBC, CNN, they love it. Here's number 39. Let's change gears a minute. GOP Trump opponent cries foul after some state primaries caucuses are nixed. Okay, and that is, what's that guy's name? I'll find it here in a minute. Wait a minute. Number 37. Morning Joe, Mark Sanford's going to make his way there. Now, Sanford said he told Chris Wallace it wasn't personal. But let's see if I can remember. Hang tight. I think I have a little story here. May have it. May have deleted it. But Sanford lost his election. Okay? Yeah, Sanford loses in a stunner. The prominent Trump critic has lost his perch in the House as a pro-Trump House to a pro-Trump primary challenger on 6/12/2018. Okay, Trump sent a tweet out, and Katie Arrington beat in the primary Mark Sanford, and he has been mad ever since because he lost his government health care, he lost his government pension, he's no longer governor, he's no longer a congressman, and I guess he could just, now all he could do is find time, he has plenty of time to hike the Appalachian Trail with his girlfriend from Argentina. All right, hold on. I have this guy somewhere. I know I do. I have this one guy somewhere I want to get put up there. Well, this guy's Joe Walsh. This is this guy's name. His name's Joe Walsh. Okay? Number 39. Now, look, we only got 10 minutes. I'm going to take a really short break. There he is, number 39. He's Joe Walsh. They're mad. They're running against Donald Trump. The media's trying to help. I will take a quick break because I got to get out of here for I got to get out of here for the next show, Instant Replay. So take us to break, and we'll be right back to wrap up the show.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in Ella next to Walmart.
Circuit World, with multiple locations to serve you in Murphy and Franklin, North Carolina, Blairsville, Blue Ridge, and LJ, Georgia. Locally owned and operated since 1985. Appliances, electronics, and furniture. Name brand products like LG, Samsung, Dell, Whirlpool, Ashley, Catnapper, and more. No credit check, only 10% down on furniture, and only $10 down on any new lease purchase. Mention FYN10 for your special deal today at Circuit World.
Do you feel like healthcare has become too impersonal?
3 times an hour, I'll get you in, I'll get you out.
At Lifetime Medical Center, you're more than a number. We get to know you, not just your medical issues. Dr. Alana Kent is board certified in family practice and offers same-day appointments. She and her staff treat conditions from minor to chronic issues. Lifetime Medical Center, convenient to Jasper and Blue Ridge.
This may sting a little.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
All right, folks, I got a little too preoccupied this morning with the ticker running across the bottom. You know, what do they say, squirrel? So I'll get used to it, okay? So I have a monitor across the room. Thanks, DJ. Go ahead, take that down. As soon as that goes down, there's a live ticker running across the bottom there. And I squirrel, right? I should have tried to stay focused because my point's on the media and how corrupt. Nothing new about that. So let me go to this because let me go to this quickly so we can get out of here. Give me number 35. So let's go here real quick because we've only got a couple minutes left. Number 35, Trump cancels secret meeting with Taliban at Camp David. Okay, now if it was Yasser Arafat, I don't have time to go into all that. If it was Yasser Arafat, it would be a big difference, right? But Taliban, Trump cancels secret meeting with Taliban at Camp David. Now, we don't know all the details, but Pompeo goes on every show for some reason to get it out there. Now, he is the Secretary of State, former CIA director, hits every single show, okay, to get it out there. Number 33, Trump cancels secret meeting. Now, look at there. There's Pence, okay. There's Pence, the mustache, right there. There's Nikki Haley, and right there, Mike Pompeo. Nikki Haley's in front. That's not, yeah, she's not the mustache. I glossed right over that, didn't I? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, good. Hey, good catch there. Yeah, that's Sarah back there. But I wanted to get the picture there. Okay? So, let me get to where I'm at. There's a lot I'm not going to be able to get to. So, now there's the outcry from the Republicans. I'm going to give it to you there. Number 68. Trump cancels Camp David with Taliban. Number 68. There's Liz Cheney, okay? Liz Cheney, whose dad, Vice President Dick Cheney. Interesting. Just stay with me. Number 67. Possible U.S. Taliban peace plan. Commitments by Taliban to counterterrorism efforts in Afghanistan. U.S. Taliban ceasefire. U.S. would pull troops from 5 bases within 135 days. Who's leaking this? Who is leaking this? Why did it outrage? Why did it outrage a certain group? Why did they come out? Why did Pompeo hit all the shows? Why did the media even have to know Trump canceled this? Why? Why did Trump tweet about it? Why? Number 66. Liz Cheney. Camp David is where America's leaders met to plan our response after Al-Qaeda, supported by Taliban, killed 3,000 Americans on 9/11. No member of the Taliban should set foot there ever. The Taliban still harbors Al-Qaeda. The president is right to end these talks. Trump canceled. Just wondering here now. Be careful. There's a lot here to unpack. Now, I'm just going to tell you, I'm wondering what kind of day the 9/11 conspiracy theory is having with this. Huh? When you put the name Cheney and you put the name Bush and Obama and all of them, just saying, just saying. Here's another one, number 65. Trump cancels Camp David talks with Taliban. Republican lawmaker angry Taliban leader were even invited. Oh, they're coming out now. Here's another one, number 64. Trump cancels Camp David talks with Taliban. Representative Michael Waltz of Florida. All right. Here's all the tweets. Number 63. Okay. Here's all the tweets. Then they probably don't have the power to negotiate and meaningful agreement anyway. How many more decades are they willing to fight? We've been there 20 years now. I'm interested on how this got laid out, okay? 62. Trump cancels. There's Taliban leaders and Afghan leaders, and we were going to go down to Camp David and roast marshmallows. We were going to get some s'mores going at Camp David. Just wondering how this 61. Okay, I'll call it the not-so-secret Taliban talks canceled. Damn. Just how did this all play out? Let me run through some more, see if we got anything else we want to run through on these secret talks. Okay. Taliban. It's just so interesting. So we're going to stay with that for just a minute. See if I have something else. We got let's go here now. And this morning, MSNBC started the show with George Bush on October 7, 2001, number 32. Here's George W. I wonder if he's deep state. Just wonder. October 7th, 2001. Why would Trump even think about entertaining Taliban and Afghanis at Camp David just 2 days before 9/11? Why? Something's interesting here. So there's Bush and his, we will not negotiate with the Taliban. There's number 31. There he is. Obama, January 28th. 14. We will not negotiate with with the Taliban, number 30. And there's Trump, February 5th. We will not negotiate with the Taliban. So before I go, with only 7 minutes left, let's put up right out of the box at 5 a.m., number 35. And there's Mike Pompeo. He's on Meet the Press. He's on Chris Wallace. He's on State of the Union. He's on Face the Nation. He is on ABC. He hit all of them yesterday to get out the word on this not-so-secret meeting being canceled. So let's leave that for just a minute. Here's what I want you to do. I would ask you nicely to go do, very nicely. Go look at the Washington Institute, policy analysis. Who is responsible for the Taliban? As the United States prepares for war against Afghanistan, some academics or journalists argued that Osama bin Laden's Al-Qaeda group and Afghanistan's Taliban government were really creations of the American policy run amok. Did the CIA, start looking at this, did the CIA create this 20-year war? Now, I don't know. Just saying. Why don't you take some time to look, and then why don't you go, let's see. Although there isn't any evidence that the CIA directly supported the Taliban or Al-Qaeda, some basis for military support of the Taliban was provided when, in the early 1980s, the CIA and the ISI, that's the Pakistani's Inter-Service Intelligence Agency, provided arms for Afghans resisting the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. I think you need to look a little deeper at your Al-Qaeda and your Taliban and this not-so-secret meeting that got axed 2 days before 9/11. You need to watch this whole entire thing and not accept what's being told to you. You need to do a little background check. All right, let me roll through finishing pictures. Number 1, take a minute, look this young lady up. I was very impressed with her yesterday. This is Janelle Jones, co-founder of Speak Georgia. She was on the Georgia Gang. Look her up. I was really impressed with this young lady. I just want to give her a shout out. This is what's scaring America. It's okay if you go bankrupt. It's okay if you have a surprise medical bill. But look at the lobbyists. Number 2, are you watching this commercial? Number 2, there's a better way to end surprise billing and protect patients. Call Senator Perdue, and there's the number. Stop surprise medical bills. They are scaring patients. This is paid for by doctor-patient unity. Need to check into that a little bit. Who's behind the money? Because they are trying to scare people that hospitals will close immediately if we stop surprising you with a medical bill. The scare tactics are. This is just an example. If you think political advertising, okay. Let me get another one. Number 9, More scare tactics for politicians. Florida, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, Texas, Wisconsin. This is the money that's being diverted for the border wall. Now, my problem is the border wall a crisis in America? Is it a national emergency? I think so. The money being used is argued it's not a national emergency. It is a national emergency. I can't go through a couple of these because I don't have the time, because I do want to get to one subject. Let's go to number 20. Okay. This is one of the funniest. Russia appearing to grow increasingly aggressive in the Arctic. Seems like just 2 weeks ago, everybody was making fun. Go do the homework, all right? Check out our Air Force base. I think it's our Air Force base or our military base in Greenland, okay? How large it is. And check and see if Greenland's around the Arctic. And then see if everybody was laughing at Donald Trump just 2 weeks ago when he said maybe we'll purchase Greenland. And then this morning, Russia appears to be increasingly, absolutely increasingly, I've got another one here, I think, with Russia. Maybe I don't. Hang tight. I might have one, I might not. But if I have a second one with Russia, I want to show it to you. Because that is MSNBC. I thought CNN had one, and maybe they don't. Okay. Now, let's go to the emoluments clause. They will not stop until they prosecute Trump for the emoluments clause. I might be mispronouncing it. Okay. But number 53, they are going nuts. Is President Trump profiting over and above his salary while he's in the office? Is he profiting? First of all, the guy gives his salary away, and then how dare you do stories about the President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, who was, before taking office, a private business owner who created his billions. You can laugh at and you can adjust and you can say he had this many billion and this many billion. You can do all the fun making you want, but he had every one of these golf courses and fancy hotels around the world before he became president of the United States. So he profited before coming president. Now all they want to, the Monuments Clause, did he profit while being president over and above his salary? He gives his salary away, number one. Number two, okay, would Obama and Muchel maybe profited over and above their salary? Because they didn't have two nickels to rub together pretty close when they got to the White House. And they rolling in the millions. I mean, they throwing $1 million bills down. I mean, $1 million worth of ones down the living room and just rolling around in them. All right? All right, so anyhow, 53. Air Force orders review of international layovers raises new questions about Trump profiting from presidency. So the Air Force is fueling up just down the street. And they're spending the night there at Trump's place. Oh, here's the other one on NBC. I just want to get this one, number 47, on Russia. Russia appearing to grow increasingly aggressive in the Arctic. This is another one here. They did a whole exclusive about it. So, all right, so number 46. I got to get out of here. I got a minute. Air Force crew made an odd stop on a routine trip Trump's Scottish resort. So they bring in Danny Savalas. Danny, come on in here. Danny Savalas, our legal analyst. Let's get to the bottom of this. Will this be what we need to get the emoluments clause? And here's number 45. Air Force crew made odd stop on round trip Trump's Scottish resort. Taken together, the incidents raise the possibility that the military has helped keep Trump's Tewksbury resort afloat. Property lost $4.5 million in 2017, but revenue went up $3 million in 2018. And it's those Air Force dollars, man. Number 44. Number 43. The letter also cites the Guardian report that the airport provided cut-rate rooms and free rounds of golf at Doonesbury for U.S. military members. God forbid we treat those guys right. God forbid they get a discount on the overnight. God forbid they get a round of golf. I don't know. You look into it. Number 42, the military has spent $11 million on fuel at the airport closest to Trump. They've gone nuts over that. I tell you what, it is 9:50. I've got to get out. 10:10, instant replay, okay? Instant replay, 10:10. Go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page. I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Go to Team FYN Sports Facebook page at 10:10. Take us out of here.